Welcome to Sports Savvy TV. Can someone please tell Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs and Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers that there's a new sheriff in town? And his name is Sean Payton. You know, NFL free agency is for head coaches and organizations to go out and fill holes on their team. And when you look at all the coaches, the teams, Sean Payton that went out and did an amazing job. He cooking right now. I mean, he cooking, man. You know, he ain't doing none of that simple cooking. He doing extravagant cooking. You know what I mean? Gourmet cooking. He went out, got Dre Greenlaw, got the safety from the 49ers. Now he went out and got Evan Ingram. When you watch the Denver Broncos, that's one spot on their team where you knew that they needed to address that. Evan Ingram been a good tight end ever since he came into the league. I know he missed 9 games last year, but before that, he barely missed games. He started his career off on mediocre teams that don't have good quarterbacks, with the Giants and with the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence a horrible quarterback. It's just that Evan Ingram was hurt for most of that year. But now he gets to come over to Mile High and play in Sean Payton offense, where Sean Payton loves a tight end. You go all the way back to Jeremy Shockey, Jimmy Graham. He loves a good tight end. And now he gets to team up with Adam Troutman. Adam Troutman had been in Sean Payton offense for a while, so he gonna get him up to speed quickly. And I could see them two forming a formidable duel at the tight end position. When you look at Evan Ingram, the Broncos haven't had a tight end like this since Julius Thomas. When you look at Julius Thomas' highest receiving year, that's the same amount that Evan Ingram, when healthy, averages. With a guy like Bo Nix throwing you the ball, this guy's going to flourish. When you look at their offense, you got Franklin, you got Marvin Mims, you got Cortland Sutton. And now you bringing this guy here. Look out, folks. This offense just got explosive. Evan Ingram, he can beat zone coverage or he can beat man coverage. You could line him up at the tight end position or you could flank him out at the wide receiver position. He got good hands and he's a good route runner. He good at running them shake routes, them routes like Travis Kelce run. That's all you need in the offense with Sean Payton. Get open and Bo Nix gonna put that ball in your hands. Look at the good year that Bo Nix had. His numbers are going to be even better this year. Evan Ingram is going to come into this offense and have something to prove. The Broncos was able to get this guy on a 2-year, $23 million deal, 16.5 guaranteed. They needed a tight end and they got one. He averages like 778 yards a year when healthy. If he come in and do his thing, he can easily get to that 1,000 yards. Because Cortland Sutton had his first 1,000-yard receiving last year. He's going to draw a lot of attention. You know what I'm saying? And Evan Ingram going to be stinging in the middle of that field, man. Bo Nix good at hitting them throws in the middle of the field. He's going to love playing with this guy. I can't wait. It's a new sheriff in town. Travis Kelce, up there in age. It's time for a tight end to come in this division and take over. And I believe Evan Ingram is going to be that guy. This guy was a high draft pick when he was drafted. He just never been in the right situation. This the perfect situation for him right now. And I can't wait. This guy's going to flourish. I'm expecting the Denver Broncos to win the AFC West for the first time in 10 years. This offense is now elite. But listen to this. Don't let Sean Payton luck up and get Judkins from Ohio State. And don't let him be able to put his hand on Cooper Kupp. You could book us in the Super Bowl. He do that. Could you imagine that? Cooper Kupp, Franklin, Marvin Mims, Cortland Sutton, Evan Ingram, Judkins. How you gonna guard them boys, man? How you gonna guard them? You already know Sean Payton going after a running back in the draft. You already know. I could just feel it. You feel me? Watch out. Denver Broncos are here. Bronco Nation, stand up because we are back. And we back in a major way. It's time. We haven't really been good like that since Peyton retired. We got a taste of it last year with Bo Nix. It's time to build on that and start putting our foots on other teams' neck. It's time, folks. If you look at Evan Ingram last 3 years, in 2022, he had 73 catches for 766 yards, 4 touchdowns. In 2023, he had 114 catches for 963 yards, 4 touchdowns. And like I mentioned earlier, he was hurt last year. He only had 47 catches for 365 yards and 1 touchdown. It's time for redemption, man. Real talk. The Broncos have got meaner and more physical, in my opinion. It's time. Tight end has always been a quarterback's best friend. It's time for Bo Nix to take the next step. When we mention Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix's name should always get mentioned. If Jaden Daniels could take the Washington Commanders almost to the Super Bowl, Bo Nix can do the same. Because this team is equally talented as the Washington Commanders. What's not being talked about though, Sean Payton didn't really have to break the bank for this guy. You know, if things don't work out, you could easily let him go. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is the perfect fit for this guy. He's going to ball out. The Broncos was able to get this guy for less money than Jawan Johnson. You know, Sean Payton got his ties to the New Orleans Saints. Sean Payton was eyeing Jawan Johnson. He decided to stay with the Saints on a 3-year deal. Way more than what we were paying Evan Ingram. So it was a win-win, man. That's how you build a team. You don't overpay for guys, but you pay them enough. You tell them to come here and do your thing. And Evan Ingram will do that, folks. You know, when you watch the Denver Broncos, on 3rd down, it was Cortland Sutton or nothing. Now, Bo Nix don't have to stare Cortland Sutton down. He could just spread that ball around. It was a win-win for the Denver Broncos. Win-win, baby.